Welcome to the Ring View Podcast. My name is Barry Grant Jr. My good friend over there is Josh Tariff, and we are going to talk some wrestling. There is a big PLE coming this Saturday in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I'm not used to having PLEs like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so
Hey, it's at 11 a.m. for me.
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I mean, I normally have a nice Royal Rumble dinner party, but
Nice prep.
Yeah, it's going to be a Rumble brunch.
Right.
Is what it's going to be for me.
Are you even going to have anybody over?
It looks like I might just have a few people over.
Okay.
But obviously, just small, simple.
The few people's all right. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll be watching it by myself.
Oh, in tears or
No. I won't be breaking anything unless something happens, and we will discuss it.
Okay.
In a few. We are going to review very quickly Saturday night's main event. We are going to review what we saw on Monday Night Raw. We are going to give our Royal Rumble predictions, and we're going to talk also about a little bit of AJ Styles as well. WWE Unreal. Josh has watched 3 of the 5 episodes, so we will discuss what he has saw.
I'm catching up
slowly. I applaud him for even watching 3. So outside of that, sir, how was your week? How was everything going?
Things are going all right. Just continue. Obviously, finding free time to catch up on Unreal because that is very important to you. And
yes, because I've been bugging you about.
You've been bugging me. Have I watched it yet? Have I watched it yet? I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get to it.
I think I asked you about 5 times. Have you watched it? Have you watched it?
I'm like, what the hell happened? That's so eager.
Things. That's why.
But no, I mean, aside from that, I'm doing all right. Just I'm getting back acclimated. In the gym and stuff. For some people who listen might not. Right before the holidays, injured my arm, so I was a little bit out of commission for a while. So slowly getting back into the swing of things with that.
Injuring your arm, lifting 100-pound dumbbells. Right?
200.
Yeah,
let's get it right. 200 in each arm. And that's my warm up typically.
Right.
But,
right.
But no, yeah. Then otherwise, things going well. Got some projects in the midst that could be eventually one day talked about on the show.
Good.
And then of course continuing to prepare not just for bookings wrestling shows that I do as Christian Rosenberg, Instagram at i.am.christianrosenberg for those of you wondering. Not just shows out here in California, but preparing for Vegas for WrestleMania week, as well as some other locations to be announced later.
Awesome stuff, man.
But what about you, man? You're asking me what's going on with me. What is going on with you? What is going on in the life of Barry Grant Jr.?
I'm in New York. We're fucking snowed in. That's what happened over the weekend. We were literally doused with snow. And people were losing their minds. There were gas lines. There's nothing in the supermarkets because people want to go ahead and go buy 7 hot dog, packages instead of just buying one. How many glizzies are you going to eat in one consumption in regards to one weekend? I really don't understand that.
They could have been throwing a snowed-in party. You don't know
with that many glizzies. It's very very Diddy-ish. Yeah, I don't know. People had to. Yeah, I don't ask questions. I saw the cart and I was just like,
you don't ask questions, but you make comments.
That's right. I saw the card. I was just like, should I say something? But no, I'm not gonna say that. I don't want to be rude. But the thing that bothered me, it wasn't the actual snow. It was the aftermath of the snow, right? Because I live in a complex, and I have 2 or 3 neighbors that I like, but they're supposed to go ahead and go plow the snow now, remove everything. So they're asking people to remove their cars, pre-park your cars across the street so we can be able to fully plow this condo complex and make everybody's life easier. So I said, great. Took my sports car across the street, ran over and said goodbye. Tomorrow morning, I can be able to have a nice, clean spot.
I like how you had to emphasize it's a sports car.
Yes, I'm very bougie.
It's not. I moved my vehicle.
No.
It's not. I moved my car.
Yeah,
I moved my sports car.
I'm an elitist. It's true. It's true. So this morning when I wake up, I look at the spot and it looks like it hasn't even been touched. So because there's times where I'm a little bit overbearing. I sent a very I sent a very scathing email. All right, very scathing. I said, hey, I pay X amount of money for maintenance for this place every month, and you guys did a shit job, plowing my driveway. I have a kid that he might slip and fall, and if that happens, then you're gonna get the other side of me. Oh, did they answer that quickly? So they're out there, fixing it right now. I don't play. When I get upset, I write letters and I send emails. That's the type of things that I do. Okay.
So is your name Barry or Karen?
A little bit of both. It depends on the situation. Yeah.
Gotcha.
You get things done, Josh. All right. However you get it done, you get things done. Okay.
All right.
Not to mention my crazy wife, she backed me up. So once you got the wife in there, it's great. Let her take it over. I started it, she finished it. That's the way it works. So let's go ahead and discuss Saturday night's main event quickly.
Sure.
What were your thoughts on the show? Did you give it a positive grade? Were there a lot more questions than answers for you? What did you think about the overall show?
I mean, I know this could come off as recency bias, but this might have been the best Saturday night's main event from beginning to end since they've brought it back.
It's pretty good.
Because the women's tag title match I thought was excellent.
Yeah.
Incredibly creative false finish where Raquel trips Rhea on top of the referee.
Right.
Loved that. Loved that match. I'm forgetting whatever the second match was off the top of my head. I remember enjoying it, but I can't remember what it was right now.
What was the second match?
While you're thinking of that, I'll move on to I'll move on to the third match as far as AJ and Nakamura, which was a freaking work of art.
Yeah, it was really good.
That might have been Nakamura's best match this decade. Nakamura turned back the clock for that match with AJ Styles.
He desperately wanted it.
And it was beautiful. And then the Fatal 4-Way really kind of went the way that we thought it would. And great reactions for all four guys. I thought all four guys put on great performances, especially your boy, especially Trick Willie and those lemon pepper steppers.
Oh, yeah.
I've never felt so white in my life when I said that.
Those lemon pepper steppers.
Those lemon pepper steppers did a stomping. But he did phenomenal. Like I said, all four of them did great. And the pop for Sammy
was huge.
Was huge. Oh, I know the other thing I forgot. It was the Cody Jacob Fatu stuff. The brawl, which was outstanding.
Yeah. I think that this might have been, for my opinion, I don't know if you agree or maybe you will, but normally WWE brawls are so telegraphed and they look so choreographed, and it's just it doesn't feel authentic. It doesn't feel organic. It doesn't feel like it's just random things are happening, because in a brawl, that's literally what happens. Like, you pick up whatever, you go whatever, something can happen. You're getting in somebody's way. You're breaking through something. You're interfering with. That's the way it felt, because when it started, right?
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know where they're going with this. Like, are we gonna get a match? And then once I saw that we weren't actually gonna get a match, I'm like, all right, cool. I guess they're gonna go to commercial now. But it just kept going.
It kept going,
and I was just like,
And then more security guards came.
Right, more
and then
security
more
guards.
agents came. And then they kept going. And now they're in this side of the arena. Then they're in that side. It wasn't your classic brawl of, oh, we're going to be in the production section, or we're just up one set of stairs when one guy's running away. They went everywhere in that arena.
Or just a regular, have the security and the agents
like break them up
both of
eventually.
them, and now they can't get to each other. Like, they literally got to each other. They made sure that they kicked these agents around, kicked the security. That's the way you're supposed to do it. These are professional wrestlers. You're supposed to be able to say that only another wrestler can be able to stop me. Like, none of you people right here can be able to deal with me. And what we got was classic. The only cheesy part that I will allow is when the guy got in between them and he was like,
and then they just pushed him off.
Rumble, and he got, you know.
That was the table guy. The one
he got
through the
rock
table.
bottom through the table. I'm just like, come on, bro. Like that was a little cheesy. They could have probably came up with something better for him to say, or not say anything at all. He might have just, like, you know, turned his back, bumped into them, got sucked into that, and then he got thrown into the table, right? So little things like that, it's just like, okay, cool, I can nitpick, but all in all, it was great. Drew coming out there and doing what he did to them, just kind of put a nice bow on it. It was great. It was great.
It really was. And what I loved about it was this only just begun the issues with Cody and Jacob, because it was completely down the middle with the brawl. Neither of them got the upper hand, and then Drew laid both of them out at the very end of it. So you still got both of them trying to fight for Drew. Obviously, lots of talk of this going to turn into some type of triple threat match at some point,
right?
Which I'm totally fine with, as long as we're continuing this Cody and Jacob part, because then obviously it will come around to who was the guy that took out Fatu, because at this rate, there's no way that it was Drew. It was somebody else.
Oh, so you're thinking that?
I'm thinking it was Orton. And you know, to throw another like monkey wrench in there, to have someone who's always in the title picture now finally stop being like, you know, the backup buddy and get back into it. But
interesting.
We'll have to see where it goes. But and part of this will go into my Rumble predictions that we'll get into later on. But between this just outstanding brawl, the women's tag title match, the AJ Nakamura, and the Fatal 4-Way, this was a pay-per-view worthy Saturday night's main event.
I agree.
Even though there was only one title match.
Yeah.
It felt huge, and the crowd ate it all up. And I mean, the Cena one, obviously there was the emotional package with all that, the spectacle behind it. But moving it to Peacock and taking it off network TV, these last two shows has helped it tremendously.
Because maybe they feel like they can be able to do a little bit more just because they're not on network TV.
Yeah, I mean, not on network TV, don't have to have a strict cut of time.
Right. Hard out.
Yeah, that's the word, hard out. So, I mean, I really enjoyed it, and I really felt it set the stage between that and then this go home Raw before the Rumble was the best go home Raw that we've had before pay-per-view in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. I agree with that, man. I just think that Cody and Jacob have great chemistry. Like,
they do.
Like, off the bat, you can already just see, because a lot of times, like, some feuds, it needs to be, you know, you need to go into it a little bit more, and then guys kind of get that rhythm. But they have a contrast of styles. The way they talk to each other is great, but the way they are actually wrestle in the ring or just fighting, I just love the way it's just such a different contrast between both of the guys. So it works. It works. And if they are smart, they can, just like you said, they continue this and don't kind of cut it off prematurely, because there's something here. There's definitely something here.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you know, it's going to result in some type of stipulation match.
Yeah, cage match, Hell in a Cell, so whatever.
Well, since they just did a cage, I don't foresee it being that. I would have now. I don't know
Last man
how
standing.
you could, and that's probably the easy. As weird as it sounds, the easy option for it,
Yeah.
which is the more than likely option. I want an empty arena match.
We haven't got one of those in a while.
We haven't gotten one, and just the way that they brawled around the
know what?
arena, now no one can stop us because there's no one in the arena.
I like that. I kind of like that.
Obviously, you got to film it ahead of time, and then they'll just show it.
Of
But
course. That you know what? I take it back. Screw the last man standing. That's
well,
what I want.
the last man standing is most likely what it will be, which will be great.
Or you can do both.
The last man standing in an empty arena.
Yeah, you go.
Until one says I quit and has a first blood and falls off a scaffold.
Exactly.
And that's fall number 1 in the 3 stages of hell. And and it's Iron Man. And
Yes.
what am I missing? Judy Bagwell's on a pole.
Right.
And
there's a casket somewhere.
Yeah.
There you go. So Saturday night's main event, I think, was a pretty good show, like you said, man. It was unexpectedly good for me because I wasn't going into it expecting anything huge. But I think that those are the good shows when you're not expecting it to be great, just solid, right? Like there's nothing wrong with
and well exceeded your expectations.
Yeah, I would rather that than me coming with super high expectations and then it doesn't meet the standard. So definitely go with that. What were your thoughts on Monday Night Raw?
Like I said a minute ago, I think it was the best go home Raw before pay-per-view that they've done in a while. I loved a number of things. I loved the story arc that we got with Finn Balor throughout from the beginning to the end of the night. I loved, and I even told this to my friend who I was watching Raw with last night, and I'm like, obviously, does it happen on a weekly basis? No. But I'm like, when they do something that is not advertised and I've stayed off of social media and something that hits you, I still will get the goosebumps.
Yeah.
And AJ's entrance at the beginning of the night, leading into, hey, it might be your last Raw. I'm defending the World Heavyweight title against you. Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, because we talked about it on the show, Punk doesn't have a title match at the Rumble. It's like, what if they suddenly, out of the blue, have AJ win the title to then lose it to Gunther on Saturday?
That'd be a swerve.
But that was just like, are they going to do something like that? Because that would be wild, but would make sense.
Yeah.
So you have that aspect in it. You had the 6 women's tag match was great.
Very good. Yep.
Akira Tozawa showed up.
Hey,
let me rephrase that, because showing up means, he hasn't been around. He's always been around. He's always been great, but they let him show up.
Yeah. I think a lot of people just really forget how good this guy is in the ring because he's the comedy relief now, and he's been that way for years. But I remember with 205 Live, this dude was the guy. You know what I mean? Like, he was a dangerous dude in the ring, and he was very, very impressive. So, it's good for them to even highlight Otis and Tozawa. You know what I'm saying? Just to be able to kind of just like, hey, listen, you have some teams here in your actual midst that you haven't used. Spruce them up a little bit, give them some wins, and kind of get the fans behind them. So now you can be able to have a very different, compelling tag team division. You know what I'm saying? That there's nothing wrong with that. There's really nothing wrong with that, to be able to say, oh, snap. Yeah, these guys have been around for a while. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'd like to see what they do.
Right.
Because that's how you build, not even saying new stars, but that's how you build different, like,
that's how you can make people believe in this wrestler. Because when we see Tozawa, you immediately think, he's losing.
Right. Exactly. He not only is he losing, but he's taking the pin.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was good.
And I know there was like 1 or 2 other things that I really like, and we'll get into the Finn stuff in a second.
Yeah.
something brewing with the Adam Pearce storyline with the Vision. Led all four in the Rumble. All four agreeing, hey, the goal is for Braun Breaker to win the Rumble. And then I'm forgetting who Adam Pearce was speaking to, but there was one point where he was talking to somebody, and you saw Paul Heyman in the background, watching him. So they're brewing something there, which I'm intrigued to find out whatever it is.
Yeah,
The
I saw
only
on the dirt sheets that I don't think that they're prepping for any type of physical matchup with Pierce though.
Oh, I'm not saying it'd be a match with Pierce,
Yeah.
but like something involved in a story with him.
Yeah.
And the only downer was really on the night was Rey Mysterio getting hurt.
Yeah.
And which sucks. But was also interesting was the fact that I don't remember if it was Logan Paul or Austin Theory, but one of them wasn't noticing that he was hurt. Because like the brawl is happening, and I can't remember one of them. I don't remember which one. I apologize. But one of them's trying to pull Ray back up because it looks like the plan was, oh no, we're ganging up on him to spear.
Yeah.
And you have the trainer on the outside yelling, and the ref is physically trying to push Ray to the trainer and get in the middle because they're not communicating something to let them know, no, like don't touch Ray. And then the message came across, and no, spear Penta, and then they set up Penta to take the spear.
What do you think it is?
I mean, based on reports, it looked like it was a knee injury of some kind, where whatever, depending on what the severity of it is, at his age, makes you worried on how much more there can be.
Right, for a guy that's like he's not super active, to be able to have this particular injury. It's just
because, well, one, he just came back from an injury after being gone long, which happened right before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And then you put him in this match right before the Rumble, where obviously, especially the Saudi crowd would have given him a huge pop when he came out. Well, he's out of that. The one thought I have with it, and now this kind of circles back to the Finn Balor aspect of the whole show. Well, part of the story, which I loved, this might have been my favorite part of the whole Finn Balor arc from Raw, was him going to Adam Pearce and Pearce telling him the Rumble's full.
Yeah.
Like you can't just get in. It's too late now. You should have asked and entered when we were talking about it for 6 weeks, how no one was announcing. Well, could they throw a story? Ray can no longer compete, and he was supposed to be in the Rumble, so now Finn is in
the spot. Yeah.
So you can work that in if you chose. You could also work if you chose that, it hasn't been advertised yet, but Punk is so mad at what Finn Balor did, he will defend a title match at the Rumble.
Right.
And there we would get the Demon, which would be interesting to get the Demon in Saudi Arabia.
Could you believe that if we do?
But they haven't announced anything as of yet.
I need him to go back to Trunks Finn Balor. Like I said, the hammer pants just don't work for me.
Oh, please, Barry, don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. Please, Hammer, don't hurt him.
It doesn't work for me, man. Go back to the trunks and the kick pads. Like, stop this nonsense. Hey, come on now. You know what I mean? Like, I loved everything about that, though. I really did because, when CM Punk cut that promo saying, listen, if you're serious, man, you either want to create your legacy. What's your legacy going to be? You want to go ahead and go win titles, or you want to go fuck around with the Judgment Day all day long? Like, like you might not be able, you can't do that. You got to make a choice. Well, we seen that he made a choice, right? He was just like, you're not going to tell me what to do. I'm coming for that no matter what I'm affiliated with or who I am or whatever it is. I want that. And we haven't seen that out of Finn. And I love the desperation, right? That's what it is. When you're a heel, it's very important to have that desperation. I talked about that with Drew McIntyre, right? He's been desperate to be able to prove that he was right all along and be desperate to be able to get that championship, right? And you saw it unfold. That's good theater. That's good TV. So to be able to put Finn in that situation too, where he is a little desperate to be able to say, I'm Finn Balor. I don't think that everybody remembers who the hell I am. I'm the first ever Universal Champion. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people don't even think about me like that anymore because I'm over here rolling with these jabronis over here, right? Like, so
Right.
I like the fact that he's now, reintroducing himself to a lot of fans that have kind of pushed him to the wayside.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like on Raw, obviously, you know what it is. I hate the fact that we got this. Like, I like the story that they're telling, I guess, with Adam Pearce. I just didn't like the execution of it. It just came off very again. It's like vanilla ice cream. Here we go.
Yeah.
We're gonna shove the vanilla ice cream down your throats, guys.
Right.
Here's the Vision. Oh, they got a new Titantron video. The Vision. Ooh, like
I have new Tendron, but it was also sounding very much like Bronson Reed's music.
that. All they did was remix Bronson Reed's music. Like, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I was a little thrown off by that. One other thing, though, that I now remember that I also loved. I loved Gunther's promo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that was the promo of, like, it's like American Psycho, like the professional, distinguished, crazy killer.
Yeah.
And
Calm
he
before
was
the storm.
right, and he was terrifying Michael Cole during it. I'm like, yeah, okay. Was he like, the like prim and proper, and I'm gonna rip him limb for limb,
Yeah.
type deal. And I loved it.
Love that too. And one thing that should not be overstated either, in my opinion, like, shouts to CM Punk for making the heavyweight championship feel important again. Like, when Seth Rollins had it, it didn't feel like this. When anybody else had it, it just did not have the same feel. CM Punk has brought the old school, okay, I'm champion. Let's go. Let's go ahead and have a match. Like, I like that concept because we haven't seen it in so long. You know what I mean?
We haven't seen it in so long. Do you think that part of the reason he is because Dominic's been out with injury and can't do anything with the IC title, and Jimmy Uso's been off TV, so the tag titles can't do anything? So they're just like, hey, we need a champion to do stuff.
It could be. I think that that's factor into it. But at the same time, I think that if you gave Punk a choice, this would be his choice anyway.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
That. Yeah.
But like, in regards to having other champions off the card, absolutely, it's more important to be able to have that. But even still, even if they were there, it's still important to be able to have your heavyweight champion be a fighting champion and have guys that look like they're worthy challengers for the actual strap. So that's what I like about it. You know what I mean? It just has a different feel. Like, we've been in this mode in WWE for so long where champions are just on regular shows and nothing happens. Like, they're just holding this championship until the PLE. Like, no, where happened? Whatever happened to the impromptu championship matches on a Monday Night Raw, on a SmackDown? Like, that's wrestling. Like, it doesn't always have to be so choreographed and predictable that, okay, the champion, he fought last month, he's gonna fight again next month. Like, I'm just over that. I'm just over that.
It is interesting how you have some champions that are defending on a week-to-week basis.
Yeah.
And then there are some champions that have not defended the title in 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, it's just if you have a championship, there has to be some type of quota where you have to go. If it's not every week, then it's every other week. That something's like, there has to be activity. It's just like, enough now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a reason why you're the champion. And if we're not gonna get activity with the championship, I'm just over it.
Yep.
But last thing before we move on, it's one thing that I hated. I didn't even hate the Vision stuff more than I hated this. And it's gonna be so out of left field for me, especially for me.
I'm trying to think what there could have
Let
been.
me see if you can guess it first, and then I'll go.
Was it in anything that I have already described, or was something that I haven't mentioned yet?
Something that you haven't mentioned.
Okay, so what else happened that I haven't mentioned yet? I want the dead air because that's great for a podcast.
It is. Where's the music? Let me go get some music.
Yeah, some Jeopardy thinking music. So what else happened that I haven't brought up yet?
All right.
I'm trying.
Are you ready to give up?
Sure, I give up.
The Roman Reigns announcement that he's in the Royal Rumble.
That happened last week too. They've done it for the last week.
Well, maybe I missed it because I saw it this week. I was upset. I was livid. I was like, I don't want to see this shit. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see this. I know that he's going to be in the damn Royal Rumble. But can we just get the thing where it's just like you hear the music at the Rumble and everybody gets excited? Why do you need to have the actual,
so
like,
you're contradicting stuff that we've talked about for weeks.
Yeah.
You're contradicting both of us.
Am I?
Because for weeks we've talked about why do we not know anyone that's in the Rumble, and right now you're saying why did they tell us he's in the Rumble?
But all right. But here's where you're right about that. But here's where I disagree. I would like a verbal, saying that I'm going to be in the Royal
instead
Rumble.
of the video package.
Not just a video package of your top guy. Can Roman Reigns have a video? When was the last time we got a video package from Roman Reigns? Years. Mm-hmm. It's been years. So for you to be off TV for this long, it'd be nice to have a video package that you're actually sitting somewhere and giving people something, and you say I'm into the Rumble. I'm okay with that. But this particular thing here, I ain't like it. Like I understand it for Oba. If you want to do that for Oba, that's fine. But even with Oba, right? Did it say Royal Rumble or it just said Oba Femi again, right?
I don't remember. Honestly.
So right, but so even if they didn't, it gives you the okay. Well, maybe we might see him in the Rumble. But for Roman, hey guys, I haven't been here in a couple months. Here's my video package of being in the Royal Rumble. No, it's just I'm not excited for that. I'm just not. You know what I mean? So that's one thing about the show that I absolutely hated. Absolutely hated. AJ Styles. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about AJ Styles, because this has been quite a 10 days.
Yeah.
For AJ Styles, and this was the type of thing where, and I want to try to find it here. If I send this to you in like our chat, are you able to paste it in here on the screen? I don't know. We'll see. I don't. Yeah, this is me. You know how I severely lack in technology.
Of course.
No idea if that link will work or not. But essentially, someone tweeted out various photos of AJ from just the last few months, where it's talking about when you realize you've been watching his retirement tour all along. Because it is showing a photo like with him and Cody, with him and Punk, with him and Cena, with him and Nakamura, with him and Balor. And then there was, several months ago when they were back in Japan, and they kind of like lifted him up and like were in celebration of him. It's just like, while the storyline of Cena's farewell tour was happening, AJ's was happening when no one was talking about it. It was just happening in the background.
We didn't even realize that we were getting the gems all
exactly.
along.
And we've been getting them for the last 5-6 months with AJ. Gave him a tag title run because he had one with Omos, but now he was helping make Dragon Lee a legit star.
Yeah.
With everything. And then his first WWE match against Punk, and and the chance for the title match, and now this feud with Gunther, his thing with Cena, the Nakamura, Finn Balor, working with Javon Evans and Leon Slater.
Right.
Trying to work with the Future. So he has been doing all this. And then I think I might have mentioned it last week, how there were reports that came out back in like September that then resurfaced how, his contract ends in February. Now, like we mentioned previously, things could have obviously changed. They could have like extended it for X amount of time. Who knows?
Exactly. Give him a couple of more
Right.
dates.
Right. They could have very well done something like that. But when you put all that together and the storyline with Gunther as the career killer, oh no, this is just like poetic that it's happening now. But meanwhile, he's had I mean, his match with Cena was Cena's best match during
His run, yeah.
his farewell tour. Like I said a moment ago, it was the best Nakamura match in years.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's really slowing down per se, but he's also said in interviews, even though he knows he could still go at a very high level, he doesn't want to be the guy who has people that talk to their kids and be like, "Oh yeah, he used to be good."
He used to be phenomenal.
Right.
Yeah.
So he wants to still leave while he's still at a high level.
Yeah.
So to me, this just screams Saturday's it. And the letter that Nakamura posted was as beautiful as that letter was that he then deleted because the timing of it posting was not the best.
No, man. I mean, we talked about it instantly, right? Like
Yeah.
you sent it to me. I was just like, no, delete this, man. What are you doing?
Yeah.
It was like you said, it was well written, it was beautiful, but it was like, come on, bro. Like you could have gave this to an assistant and just be like, all right, Saturday afternoon we can post this, or Sunday.
Yeah, you posted on Sunday.
You're right, just post it on Sunday, and it would have hit this very same way, if not harder. So it's just like, it's, but for me, like, when you lay it out like that, it feels better for me, because like, me not even realizing all of that stuff that was there on the screen that we had. Yeah, it does make sense now that they kind of did this in the shadows and did it the way he wanted it to be done.
Yeah.
And because, like, I've talked to you about this, that it feels like we're going warp speed into AJ Styles just not being here anymore. But it's
not warp speed. It's now in the forefront because Cena's now gone. But it's been overlapping that.
Right. So, I mean, look, if this is it, man, then great. I would still like a something to happen where AJ Styles ends up winning, and then we get another one at WrestleMania. Well, that's what I would like.
Well, that's what I would like. And I would love that too, because obviously that would completely swerve everyone, because everyone thinks this is it. So if all of a sudden he wins, everyone's going to be ecstatic that he's not gone yet.
Right.
And I also still firmly believe that he will, even if this is the last match in WWE, he'll still have one more in TNA.
In TNA, right.
Sometime this year.
I would hope so.
Either against Kazarian or against Leon Slater.
I would prefer it against Kazarian.
I mean, Kazarian makes the sense for the longevity. My thought was the Leon Slater. Okay, the ruler of the X Division versus the guy who created the X Division.
Right. The guy who was Mr. X Division against current. Yeah. So that would make a lot of sense.
It'd be one or the other. Yeah. He ain't just going to be in some random tag match or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's been amazing. And again, it's also the 10-year anniversary of when he debuted in WWE. So you have that on top of everything.
Yep. That I never forget the lead up to that Royal Rumble 10 years ago, because I was like, man, I just need to see AJ Styles in WWE just one time, just please. Like, I was such a big AJ Styles fan at that time that I watched Impact solely for AJ Styles. I remember when he was in his Evil Ways theme song.
Yep.
Days where, like they kind of try to do the Sting thing with him, right?
The TNA version of Sting.
Yeah.
Even though Sting was there.
Right. And knew that he was going, then he went to New Japan and
created the Bullet Club.
Bullet Club, and now I'm just like, all right, it got to be it. This has to be it. And then
Oh.
the dirt sheet started to pick up. Right, I was just like, Rumble. Well,
Yeah.
then it comes out. He got the black on, got the and I was just like, there it is, and that pop that he got. That people knew who he was. That's the beauty thing about WWE's fan base, is that they're not just WWE guys. Yes, we were very locked into what we are in our little universe here, but they knew exactly who the hell he was, and he got the reception and the praise and the pop that he deserved, because this is one of the guys that he's been one of the best wrestlers on the planet for 20 years.
Yeah, This is going to sound like a miniature name drop, but it's not meaning to be. I remember watching that Rumble because I was at my friend's apartment where he had a handful of people over, which also included Sonya Deville.
Nice.
Now Daria, because this was right after she finished Tough Enough, but before she was signed on full time.
Right.
Because I know her because she did podcasts at AfterBuzz TV, and that's where her and I connected. Way back when, because I hosted there for many years, and we all popped like crazy when AJ came. Like, we had a feeling he would be there, but at number 3 with that music, it was like, whoa. And
what is this?
we went nuts because all of a sudden, oh, he's in the Rumble. Oh, he's number 3. Oh, he's sharing the ring with Roman Reigns.
Right. That
just
was
immediately
just
top
big.
guy.
It was big. Man. It was big.
So it's also one last thing I wanted to mention. I don't know if you caught, there was like a callback that AJ and Nakamura did from the last time, like where their big match from New Japan. So there was a point in their match in New Japan where AJ acts like he's shooting Nakamura for Bullet Club. Nakamura catches the bullet and eats it. On the Saturday Night's main event match, AJ shot him like Bullet Club. Nakamura caught it and put it on his heart.
Oh, that's cool.
It was just like, this is why we love wrestling, for these emotional, like just little moments like that. The fist bump at the end, then they held it long enough for that.
Two old men just fist bumping it like. Good job, guy. Good job.
Then just go into this Raw where all of a sudden he entered the ring and the crowd just impromptu gave him a standing ovation before he started talking.
Yeah. Nah, it's great, man. It's great. AJ Styles, I think when you look at somebody, we're just to talk about his WWE tenure, right?
Sure.
Because if you want to go ahead and
talk about
career, like there's so much to talk about. But his WWE career was everything that somebody as an outsider that had built such a great reputation for themselves, that's the template that you want for yourself. Because from the time that, like you said, from the time that AJ Styles walked into the door of WWE, he was a top guy. There was no, we're going to put you down here. You got, no. We are putting you up there with John Cena. You're going to have a rivalry with the biggest star in the company, because we believe that you can hold your own, right? You were the face of SmackDown for over a year. Like, this is the stuff that when you look at his career in WWE, he did everything. He literally did everything. And I'm so happy to be able to say that, as a WWE fan, my whole life, I got to see AJ Styles. It was kind of like when Sting got here, it felt like, man, I finally get to see Sting in WWE, although it didn't work out the way it's supposed to. But seeing AJ Styles in a WWE ring was everything for me. You know what I mean? It was great.
And for all we know, next week we'll just continue to be talking about him.
Right.
Maybe, and he's still in the active roster.
Fingers crossed, Josh. That's what I'm thinking about. All right. Now, come on. I've been bugging you about this, okay? 3 episodes in, WWE Unreal. Give it to me. What's up?
Oh, Unreal. Why is WWE Unreal more scripted than Monday Night Raw?
Oh my God, it's so bad. I listen. I hate it.
Well,
I'm just gonna say that I don't like it.
The parts that drive me the craziest, are the segues into like the next topic.
Yeah,
because those you can tell like I'm trying to remember. like I don't remember the exact example, but like all of a sudden Michael Hayes is talking about stuff and it's like, oh yeah, because like R-Truth will do like anything for the role, just like what Chelsea Green does. And then all of a sudden we're with Chelsea Green. I was just like,
It's too overproduced.
1,000%.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some like, cool items in there. Hearing R-Truth talk about the situation.
Yeah.
Hearing Triple H's side of it, obviously, it kind of goes back, but it's like an intriguing concept.
Yeah.
I did really like the Chelsea Green part, with her like new house and like the building, like that's real, genuine, like genuine excitement and pride and proud of what you've accomplished. Hey, you're building your dream house because of wrestling.
Yeah.
What Becky was saying in the first episode about Lyra, I loved.
Yep.
Giving her all the flowers she could.
Mm-hmm.
So there are a number of things in there that were really nice. And then there was just a bunch of stuff that were just like, okay, we all kind of figured this.
Yeah.
Don't know if anyone that's watching this would not have already known or thought about this.
I think in a nutshell, Josh, I think WWE Unreal is not for us. It's not for.
Oh no, it's not meant to be for us.
It's not meant for us. It's meant for the casual. Like my wife would love WWE Unreal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because like she watches it with me, but she's not invested. But if she watches something like this now she's gonna come to me. Hey, babe, did you know that Chelsea Green? Now that's something that she would be interested in. And I'm looking at her. Yes, hon. Yes, I'm aware of all of this, right? So it's not for us. So that part of it, yeah. But
also, stop telling us all the names you've gone by.
Right, we know it.
Well, it's not that we know it. It's that like, hey, we know you
as this
person.
Yeah. Another thing too that they got me. And I'm gonna say this right into the camera. Joseph Park, your job is safe. Please stop being so. Is this okay? Is this all right? You're good, dog. It's not you. Okay?
I love Joseph Park. I love Joseph Park.
Yeah, I love him too. But it's just like, come on now. Like the wrestlers got to do their part. If you tell them to do something and they don't go ahead and do it, that's not your problem. That's not your problem. Yeah. So you all right, man? Your job is safe.
Also, I know people over the years have, questioned Road Dogg's ability as far as like, Redden and being head of this or that.
Yeah.
I am not questioning it. Obviously, there are things where you're like, oh, kind of head scratcher.
Yeah.
Was this good? Oh, or this was great or this or that. Yeah. But the wonderful world of editing is making him look bizarre.
Super emotional?
Not just super emotional, but super just like he makes a point and then Triple H says something and then he's just like, oh, well, I don't know what to do then. And it's like, well, if you're in this high position, you certainly know what to do.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I think they make him look like he was just overly emotional about every little thing that he might not have liked.
So it reminded me so much of something that you could probably find online and have a good laugh at.
Yeah.
That I was on many, many years ago. So I had a roommate at the time that, I don't know if you remember, there used to be a additional MTV network that was called MTV Logo, was the name of the network. They had a show that was called Bad Sex. Let me explain what the concept of the show was. This show was a group of people, like different ages, genders, etc., that would be in like this like group therapy thing for various reasons of what they have in relationships or sex or romance or whatever. And then each week they would follow the story of one of the people in that group. So you would follow that individual, and then you would also go back to different times where the whole group was together. So my roommate at the time found this on Craigslist and applied and went through the process and got cast on this show.
Wow.
Now, every person has that one other like confidant that they would want in the show, like family member or friend, something like that. I was his confidant for the show. So there were a number of things that they wanted to set up for him. And obviously everything extremely embellished for television. So his story that they portrayed
Very
was
exaggerated.
That he was scared of sex. That was his thing, which couldn't be further from the truth. He was just like, sex isn't a big deal to him. But so for TV purposes, he's scared of it.
Right.
So they were making me, as the roommate, bring him different places. Bring him to a bar to flirt with a waitress. Bring him to a strip club. Do this or that. And so I'm doing the things. And mind you, I made sure they paid me for every time they filmed me. But my roommate at the time, he was telling me, he's like, I wonder how much they're going to use you in the episode, because they filmed me on 6, 7, or 8 different occasions.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, I know exactly what they're doing. They are filming these things with me, and then they're going to cut it down. I will not be on the episode more than 2 minutes, and they are going to make me look like a jackass.
Absolutely.
They're going to make me look like I'm forcing it and talking down to him that he won't do it and this or that. And then the episode airs, and that's exactly what happens. And I'm just laughing at it, because I'm just like, I knew this is what they would do. I couldn't be on the screen for more than 30 seconds in this hour-long episode. but it just spliced here or there, here's 5 seconds of me, 5 seconds of me, 5 seconds of me.
Now you know that, right?
You can find it yourself. I'm not going to search for it. This was maybe almost 13 or 14 years ago now.
Yeah.
But when watching Road Dogg in these Unreal, it was making me think, okay, they filmed him doing these things, and they're going to make him look like he doesn't know what he's doing with his job.
Super emotional. He's
and it can't be further from the truth. He knows what he's doing. Do you disagree with some things that happen? Sure, you're going to disagree with anyone in that position at times.
Yeah.
The dude is in that role for a reason.
And also,
he is not as dumb as they're making him out to be.
Also, too, those meetings are very, very long. So that one conversation could have been an hour conversation, right? That they plucked 2 minutes from to be able to chop that up, and then you get this reaction, right? So that's the whole thing, is that these people are in these meetings. They're talking over storylines. They're talking over angles, or what works, what doesn't work, what can be able to get some guys over. And it's a very detailed conversation between all of the figureheads in WWE. So it's very, very, it's not as dumb as they make it seem like. So I definitely agree with you there. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so you could try to find you could try to find that on YouTube or somewhere. I'm sure there's a way to find it somewhere.
I am definitely going to find it, and then next week I'm gonna have it on the screen, and we're gonna watch it.
You're gonna review some of my greatest work.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We look at early, or not even 30. It might have still been late 20s at that point.
Yeah, late 20s.
It might have been late 20s, Josh. Yeah,
late 20s, of course. Yeah, I am desperate to see this now. I'm gonna go search. Now, I've been bugging you about this whole LA Knight thing. I didn't like it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't like it.
I mean, as far as that bit, I mean, the biggest thing with it is, and I think I said this to you in text, there are 2 sides to every story, and we're only seeing one side to it.
Yeah.
So
why
they're talking about LA Knight didn't get to the spot, and the ending could have been better if he wasn't there. It's just like, well, what if he did what he thought was? What if that's how he interpreted what was told to him, and it was a miscommunication? What if he was actually hurt and couldn't get there in time? Right. What if something was blocking the way, or what if he tried to do it and another wrester happened to start working with him and it delayed it? Yeah, there are so many different things that could have happened. But for the sake of quote unquote reality television, they needed to make it look like, oh, dude, you messed up.
Right.
No, he didn't. And then
That's how
not at all.
That's
Not at all.
exactly how I looked at it, John. That's why I wanted you to watch it, because I know you were gonna see it the way I saw it. I'm just like, what's happening here? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and mind you, he wasn't like, making him feel small, but it's just like this is not that to the point where you had to have this type of conversation with him. Like because I remember watching the match. I think the match went off, it was fine. It was very predictable. We knew Seth Rollins was going to win. Whether there was a little bit more intrigue, what difference did it make? Seth Rollins was going to win anyway. So yeah, that's neither here nor there. Let's do it. Rumble predictions.
The Rumble of Royalty. So let's do there are 4 matches. 2 Rumbles and 2 matches.
Yes.
But the way that they're going to space it out, it's going to be over a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
So first, as far as the 2 matches, we kind of touched on one of them.
Do you think Drew
make our official?
Sammy is going to lead off the show?
All right, we'll go into that one then. We'll just ignore what I was going to say.
I'm sorry. It was just in my brain. I just wanted to ask.
No, that's fine. So we'll go Drew McIntyre defending the WWE title against Sami Zayn. So we know how I feel about Sami Zayn. We know that I am adamant about Sami Zayn winning the Royal Rumble. Well, all of a sudden now he's actually in the title match and not in the Royal Rumble itself.
Right.
I'm also adamant that this year Sami Zayn will win the WWE Championship. Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. It will not happen then. Drew is winning this match. With that said, to what you were just alluding to, if Sami versus Drew opens the show, Sami will be in the Rumble. If it's not the first match, he will not be in the Rumble.
Now I'm hoping that it's not the first match.
Right. So if it is not the opening match, then we will not see Sami Zayn in the Rumble.
I don't want to see it, Josh, okay? I don't want to see his ass in the Rumble. Okay, it's bad enough you're going to get a title match, okay, at the Rumble in Riyadh, right? There's the big pop for you. That's it. Okay, I don't want another thing, Sami Zayn. I'm done with it. Okay.
Well, just get ready because this is going to be the biggest singles year of his career. Get ready for it. Because he's earned it.
No, he's not. Some people are just not heavyweight champion material, and Sami Zayn is not heavyweight champion material. He's just not.
You sound like you sound like the authority on Daniel Bryan right now.
I was on the opposite side. Okay, I was like, yes, give it to Randy. Yes, give it to Randy.
Let Randy and Batista have the match and not put Daniel Bryan in it.
Batista had this. They look like champions.
Oh,
we don't want this little troll, long-haired midget having the championship. We don't want it.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
I don't want no parts of him as champion.
Well, again, I know we're in agreement that Drew will retain the WWE title.
Is he gonna win? He won't win clean.
He's going to find a way. It's going to be a long match where it looks like Sami is about to win or won, but something cost him at the last minute.
Yeah.
But McIntyre will retain.
I agree with that.
Gunther and AJ, we've already kind of touched on. I am on the boat and saying Gunther wins and AJ's career is done.
I am going on the opposite side of this.
All right.
Some shenanigans is gonna happen where Gunther takes his eye off the ball. AJ Styles gets the win, and we get another match at WrestleMania.
Okay. And I have zero problems with that at all.
Yeah.
I'd be more than happy for that to happen. Women's Royal Rumble. Let's just throw some random things out there before we crown an actual winner.
Yeah.
I am on board with Tiffany Stratton returning. I think that one's kind of a no-brainer.
No-brainer, yep.
I'm on the fence about Bianca returning because I feel like having both of them return during the Rumble might be a little too much.
But I mean, Tiffany's return is not going to be as big as Bianca's.
No, it won't. At the same time, if Bianca returns, then it almost feels like she has to win.
I think she's gonna win regardless.
Mm-hmm. So that's your pick. Your pick's Bianca.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess I'll just say who I think is going to win first. Then, I'm going with Liv. I'm going with Liv Morgan winning because Judgment Day has to end. It just has to end.
But why does it have to? Because you said so.
Because it's been going on for 4+ years now.
It's been a while.
And her finally winning after being runner-up for however many years.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, she wins the Rumble, and Raquel wins next week on Raw. Now
you think Big Sexy's winning?
I think Big Sexy's beating Stephanie Vaquer for the Raw Women's title next week. And then you build the animosity, former best friends, partners, about who will Liv choose. Maybe she'll just go after the SmackDown Women's title. But no, she decides not to. And then it becomes the whole implosion of Judgment Day.
I like that.
So I'm leaning towards Liv. Again, if Bianca is in it, yeah, she'll probably win.
That's my line, right? My storyline is Bianca wins and she goes after Jade, and we go ahead and get the matchup that I've been waiting for since Jade signed. Jade and Bianca.
I think you could still absolutely do that, but have Bianca like win at Chamber or something that she wins to eventually have that match. She doesn't have to
win the Rumble. Yeah,
right. Yeah. Also, between Lash Legend and Nia Jax, one of them is going to eliminate the other. Because they've been cutting promos talking about how, hey, no, we're here to stick together. Like, they're emphasizing that.
Right. So that
we're
means
winning, which means one of them is going to eliminate the other.
I think Lash is going to turn on Nia. That's probably what's going to happen.
Whichever one. I don't care. Yeah. But one of those is going to happen.
Give me one of those big boots over the top rope.
Sure. Why not? I feel like there will be at least one legend, like Lita shows up or something like that.
I don't think it'll be Lita. You know who I think is going to be?
Trish?
Nope.
Kelly?
Nope. She's on a podcast with a dead guy.
Michelle McCool again?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what we're getting. Vanilla. That's what we're getting.
Just the complete out of left field one that I know won't happen.
Yeah.
But I just want to say it for fun.
Yeah.
Britt Baker shows up.
I hate you. I can't stand you. I was literally gonna say, one that's never gonna happen, and that's the name that popped into my head. Britt Baker. That's the one. The one she's been exiled at AEW. She gets a release, and all of a sudden she's at the Rumble. Yeah.
I'll say they give 2 women currently in NXT.
Yeah.
In the Rumble match itself. I would say you let Tatum Paxley in.
Okay.
And then the other one that I will venture a guess at. I mean, you got to let JC Jane have some type of shot on the main roster at some point. She's the NXT Women's Champion.
Have to.
So I'll go Tatum Paxley and JC Jane as the 2. I mean, again, there are several that would be more than valid to be in it. But I'll just pick those 2 for now. Also, Tiffany will be either number 1 or 2.
Okay, I like that. Here's my. It's not a hot.
Here's your random takes for the women's Rumble.
Yeah, Jordan Grace is going to have the high for eliminations in the women's Rumble.
I can absolutely see that.
Yeah, I can see that. And let's see. So the fact that we agreed on Britt Baker, I think I'm gonna go something different now.
Sure. Because yours will probably end up being right. Because remember, as we have a track record of this now.
Our 2026 is pretty impressive.
Well, not just as far as our predictions for as far as what's going to happen in the year, but I'm saying our track record of I will make predictions as far as things to happen that will come true or break things down. But predictions of pay-per-views, I am awful. We now have a track record showing this.
That is true. That is very true.
So 90% of what I've just said will probably not happen.
This one I know will never happen, but she's so talented anyway. But because people hate her so much, I want her in there. Tessa Blanchard makes her appearance in the Royal Rumble.
That will never happen.
That's what I know.
It will never happen. Never happen.
Never happen. Okay, so you have Liv winning. I have Bianca winning. We have
and if Bianca is in the Rumble, I mean, if I see Bianca in a Rumble, I'm like, oh yeah, Barry's right.
Right. So we have some comments here, questions. How do you guys feel about El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano? I'd love.
We haven't gotten to the men's Rumble yet because that was going to be one of the things I was going to mention.
We are going to discuss.
You beat me to it. Whatever that 3 thin _ 950. That was that was going to be one of my takes.
Yeah. I disagree. 1 and 2 for the women's Rumble should be Charlotte and Alexa. Okay, that's not
I can also absolutely see that. That's a great idea.
Create some tension between them, like
it.
Yeah. And we're not going to talk about this because, like I said, we're going to the men's side right now. Okay, so let's go ahead. Men's side of the Royal Rumble.
All right, I'm going to do all like the hot takes first before the winner.
Let's get the hot takes out.
So first off, the first 8 to 10 entrants, Cody is going to be number 1.
Okay.
And the almost first third of the Rumble is all future. Is all young guys. Carmelo, Ilya, Oba, Ethan Page comes in. At least one NXT guy. It's going to be a lot of the younger guys until Fatu shows up. So I'll just say this right off the bat. Cody's going to be number 1. Oba is going to be number 2. And Kit Wilson's going to be number 3.
Nice.
And Kit Wilson is going to be yelling toxic at him, and Oba's going to throw him like a dart.
Into the stands.
Like a dart.
Yeah.
And then Cody and Oba will continue their thing.
Yeah.
But eventually, Fatu will come in, and Cody and Fatu are going to eliminate each other. And the brawl is going to go right back into the stands, just like Saturday Night's main event.
That was my hot take. I think Cody and Fatu are going to eliminate themselves, and they're just going to cause chaos throughout the entire night.
Yeah. So I have that as far as a hot take. The Iron Man of the Rumble will be Carmelo. He'll be like number 5 or somewhere early on.
Yeah.
And be there until like the final 5 or 6.
I think Ilya will be my
it could absolutely be. I mean, either one works with that. Chris Jericho is number 30.
You're going to give him number 30.
Chris Jericho's number 30 because number 30 is always going to be a big surprise. Chris Jericho's number 30. LA Knight will return and clear out the Vision.
All of them.
At least 3 of them.
I have it.
At least 3 of them.
Because none of us are picking Braun Breaker to win this Rumble, right?
I was leaning towards it. I think Braun will finish runner-up.
Okay.
The winner of this Royal Rumble will either be Sami Zayn if he's in it, but he won't. Again, if they open it, he's in it, and then he would win it. If Sami Zayn is not in the Rumble, then it's going to be Roman Reigns. So the Saudi crowd will be happy, and everyone in America is going to be miserable.
Except me.
Because you're picking Roman as well?
Because I love Roman. I
love him too, but it's happened so much.
I'm not picking him so often. I'm not gonna be mad at Roman Reigns. I ain't gonna be mad.
I'm gonna be mad if he wins again, and is immediately back into the main event of Mania again.
He's Hulk Hogan. Okay, that's what happens.
Don't insult him like that. Don't insult Roman like that, man. That's not cool.
It is true. He's better than Hogan. Here's my hot take. Because you talked about it a little bit, but you didn't expand on it. I agree with you. LA Knight comes back to the Royal Rumble and he does eliminate Division, but he eliminates all of them.
All right.
Right?
He absolutely can.
Braun Breaker is somewhere in a, they're probably like, trying to get somebody out. Braun, you have Theory, you have Bronson. They're all trying to get somebody out, and here comes LA Knight, and he just whoop and throws them all out on one shot.
All four in one motion.
One motion.
I don't know if that's ever been done. I mean, you've seen two in one motion.
You've seen like three, but maybe he gets help from somebody else. I don't know. But LA Knight's gonna be the reason why the Division do not win this Rumble. That's
sure.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
The Jericho number 30. I don't think I got him 30. I got him going. You want that to be a earlier pop. I got him going 23.
See, it's funny you say that. I have Roman as 23 because he always wears Jordans.
Right. That makes sense. So I got Jericho 23. Let me see if I got another interesting one. Give me my man Powerhouse Hobbs. Powerhouse Hobbs at 15.
I'm not familiar with Powerhouse Hobbs, but I've heard rumors about a Royce Keys debuting.
Royce Keys, Powerhouse Hobbs, same guy. Right? 15 is gonna come in there. Everybody's gonna be like, who is this guy? And he's just gonna wreck shop.
Okay.
Wreck shop. He's not going to WWE real quick because he's going to NXT, but he's gonna be like, everybody's like, man.
Now let me ask you this.
Yeah.
You have Hobbs, we're assuming the soon-to-be Royce Keys, entering this Rumble.
Yes.
Does he eliminate Oba or vice versa?
I think because the thing is, you can't hype Oba up like that and have him be eliminated by Royce Keys.
Sure.
I mean, you could to be able to kind of like build the story, but Royce, I think the best way to put Royce is to go to NXT. Mm-hmm. Oba's going to the main roster. So I would love for them to have a square off, but maybe Oba would be the one to throw out Royce.
Because having both of them in the Rumble at the same time, you're definitely going to have that stare down. Yeah. But then you have to have, something's got to give with one of them.
Yeah.
And so as much as that stare down would be great, when you look in the bigger picture, one has got to limit the other, and that's not going to be good either way.
Right.
So that's why I'm leaning against Hobbs being in the Rumble and maybe just debuting next week on.
And I agree. We have you said Obafemi is my pick for most eliminations. Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, that could be an absolute.
Obafemi is gonna go run roughshod in the Rumble and do his thing. Let's see. So we have Jericho as a surprise entrant. Who would be another surprise entrant for the Royal Rumble?
I had this one in the back of my mind just because it's Saudi. And it better not happen because then the spot is being taken away from someone. But we know the Saudi crowd loves the legends and loves the older guys. Kane shows up.
Which Kane?
I mean, he's going to wear the mask and his mayor suit. I don't know, but I mean, he's going to be Kane.
No, I'm talking about like what
he'll wear his mask.
Is it going to be the new mask or the old mask?
I don't know. He'll have a custom one for this one. I don't know.
Get the new. I want the old mask.
Well, I don't want him in a period. I don't want to see a mask. Period.
I want to see Kane. All right, it's a good nostalgic moment.
You want Kane in this Rumble where then somebody will not get that spot.
They wouldn't win it anyway. Who cares?
Hey, Grayson Waller's got a shot.
No, he doesn't. And I don't want to see the New Day in there either. They better not be in there.
Joe Hendry will be in there.
Joe Hendry will be in there. Be good. Big spot of the night is going to Javon Evans. He's going to
1,000%.
taking Kofi's role in the Royal Rumble crazy spot where he doesn't get eliminated and he's jumping on fans in the stands to be able to get back to the ring. Something like that.
Also, Finn gets into the Rumble. He finds his way into the Rumble. Now the question is, what will cause him to get eliminated from the Rumble? Because he ain't gonna win. Punk shows up.
Yep.
Punk flies to Saudi without a match.
Yep.
He'd be the last guy to go all that way without just to do a run-in.
But you don't think that they're actually going to announce that Punk and Finn would be for Saudi?
I hope they do, because I would love to have that match there.
Yeah. I would hope so.
But they got 4 days?
They've done it before.
Oh, I know they have.
So,
I mean, I'm waiting for, something on Twitter to show that, like a video, from Adam Pearce and like, hey, we made one more match official.
Yeah.
For the World Heavyweight Championship, blah, blah, blah.
So let's just zero down.
Yeah.
You have Sammy as your top favorite.
If he's in the Rumble.
Right. If he's
in it, it's Sammy.
Okay.
And if he's in it, he eliminates Roman in the final 2.
Okay.
If he's not in it, Roman eliminates Braun in the final 2.
Okay. My winner for the Royal Rumble.
I already know what you're going to say.
Seth Rollins.
That wasn't what you're going to say.
Seth Rollins comes back for the Rumble. That's my surprise entrant, okay?
Did you hear what happened on SportsCenter this morning with him?
No, what did he do?
Seth Rollins was interviewed on a Get Up or whatever.
Yeah.
And what's the guy's name? I'm forgetting the guy's name. Ryan Clark.
Mm-hmm.
So he's doing an interview with Stephen A. Smith and Ryan Clark. And they're talking about the Royal Rumble, since obviously it's this weekend on the ESPN and all that. So they're interviewing him. And then Ryan Clark says, as you're recovering from injury, to make your return at the Royal Rumble. And Seth is like, oh, as much as I want to make my return, my doctors haven't cleared me yet. I still got a couple months. I'm just like, oh, no.
Yeah, Ryan Clark knows nothing about wrestling, and he went ahead and just let the cat out of the bag.
Well, if Seth Rollins is coming back, then my prediction of LA Knight eliminating 3 of the 4 members of the division is accurate.
Yes.
Because then Seth will come back to eliminate Braun.
Yes. I like that. So, yes, I have Seth Rollins winning the Rumble, or it's going to be my hope that LA Knight wins the Rumble.
Right. That's what I thought you were going to say.
I don't care if it's not going to happen. I will continue to support my man LA Knight.
Well, we all support LA Knight. We should support him.
I want him to win.
I want him to win too. It ain't going to happen though.
I'm sick of it. Okay? You can't be pushing no damn Sami Zayn before LA Knight.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
They're on separate shows. You can push both of them.
Sami Zayn is no heavyweight champion material.
You can let Sammy win the Rumble and LA Knight win the Chamber.
Give him the U.S. title. Give him the
Intercontinental
stop
strap.
It. He doesn't belong in the title picture. And if he does, and if he is in the title picture, he needs to be looking up at the lights.
We're about to start another yes movement. Jesus, what are you doing here?
So we're going to see what happens. It's going to be a very, very interesting Saturday, very early. I don't like it.
All I know is if Sammy somehow does win the Rumble, you will never hear the end of it. Because
I'm not going to pick up the phone.
I said that in episode 1
You did.
Of this podcast.
You did.
That he would win the Rumble.
You definitely did.
If that is, but again, we're at the point now where we don't even know if he's in it because he's got the title match. So
yeah, that's what I'm like I said, I am hoping that the match doesn't go on number 1.
Right.
So he's not in it. Okay.
Right.
Because if it is the first match, then all bets are off and he's going to be in a damn Rumble. I'm going to be upset the whole afternoon.
Well, because they won't have both Rumbles back to back.
No.
So the question is, are you going to open the show with potentially AJ's last match?
Or you open the show with the men's Royal Rumble? Could you imagine?
Well, they're going to close the show with the men's Royal Rumble. Could they open it with the women's? Yes. I don't foresee that happening. But again, if they do, then Sammy will not be in the men's Rumble.
All right, last question before we get out of here, because what would be, for your wrestling experience, your point of view, what would be the reason to not have back-to-back Royal Rumbles?
It's just such a Royal Rumble is exhausting for fans.
Okay.
And so you need something. Now, could they all of a sudden, you have, say, the Women's Rumble, and then all of a sudden The Rock shows up and cuts a promo unexpectedly, and that gives 15 minutes.
With something to break it up.
Right. Could you do something like that? Sure. But again, with that, that's not letting the crowd catch their breath because it's the freaking Rock and he shows up. So they're going to be super hyped for that now too. So, and it's not like any of these matches are a filler type match, but it's a different type of emotional ride.
Right.
And I mean, there's definitely going to be extra like backstage promos to stretch it out a little more, to give fans time to, use the bathroom, catch their breath, recover from the roller coaster that was that last hour plus Rumble.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah. Can they do it? Yes. But I mean, I'll tell you this. If they were to do that, I mean, you got to think that's going to be roughly 2.5 hours of 2 matches.
A lot of action, though. But
a lot of action. I mean, it's going to be great. The question is, how will the crowd be able to maintain that? Because, again, even in the singles matches, as exciting and as thrilling as they're going to be, there are going to be the moments where you can be a little calm. Rumble, there's never a moment that you're calm.
Yeah,
because you always got someone else coming in and everything like that.
Right.
So that's why I don't foresee it having them back to back. I really think, based on what they have on the card, you open with Drew and Sammy, Women's Rumble, AJ Gunther, Men's Rumble. If Balor and Punk get added, that could absolutely be the opener instead.
Yeah, I agree, because they can steal the show with that.
Right. And then you could do Punk Balor open, and then you can go right after that to AJ Gunther.
Right.
Women's Rumble, Sammy Drew, Men's Rumble. And obviously then Sammy will certainly not be in the Rumble then.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if it opens, Sammy's in the Rumble.
We will see. We will see. Final thoughts before we get out of here, Mr. Tariff.
If I am right, I deserve to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Sure, you're going to be in the Best Friend Hall of Fame with that video about taking your friend to the bar.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Yeah. Good wingman, though.
I am a great wingman.
That's important.
I am a great wingman. If only it worked for myself.
Listen, you need to make sure that you have a great wingman. That's the problem. Is that sometimes when you're riding solo, man, it's uncharted waters out there. It's dangerous. You know what I mean? But if you got a good wingman that could be able to kind of calm the storm and give you a little battery.
What are your wingman's stats? What are your wingman attributes?
I am not a great wingman. I'm okay.
No.
Right?
Then I'm not putting you in the game.
Yeah, I'm okay. I've always been in the other seat. You know, where somebody's just like, oh, hey, we have friends for them. Come, let's hang out. And it's like, all right. I've never had to really wingman for somebody.
Okay.
Yeah. But the times that I have, it wasn't bad. I think think it was 4 times. Split the baby, you know.
Split the baby.
2 successes, 2 fails. You know what I mean? Can't win them all. But yeah, I'm looking forward to. I think hopefully we get a very good Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble, if anything, if any other event in WWE's calendar is not great, I think people always look forward to the Royal Rumble just because there's so much.
It's the best. It's supposed to be the best show of the year. It's my favorite pay-per-view of the year.
It's supposed to be because you just never know who's going to be behind that wall.
Yep.
And that's what the entire allure about the Royal Rumble has been about for 20 plus, 30 plus years. So let's just continue to have that tradition. I hope that we get some surprises that we weren't expecting to see.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Some interactions that we weren't expecting to see, to be able to build for a WrestleMania match, for a feud down the line. Like, so I'm looking forward to it, man. So that if that's all that we have, then that's all we're gonna have for this week, and we are out of here. Okay.
All right.
I don't want to see no damn Sami Zayn. I'm just telling you right now. I'm saying this is the last word. No Sami Zayn winner. Okay, I'm over it. You have your title match. Leave it there. Okay, because I don't want to see.
Fine,
Josh.
if you leave it there, then he wins.
I don't want to see Josh.
Then he wins. If you leave it there, then he wins the title.
No. I don't. My whole premise of Sami not winning is that I want Josh mad. Okay, that's what I want. I want him upset, disappointed. Say, oh, I thought, Sami got his title shot, and then he was in the Rumble. He still didn't win. That's what I want. Okay, I don't want you to have any type of satisfaction. Zero. Okay.
All right. Well, for my supposed good friend Barry Grant.
Listen, that's my term of endearment for my friends. I want to see you guys suffer. That's all for this week. Until next week. Stay safe. Stay cool. Peace.